Hello, all the Web3 enthusiasts. It's Max speaking, and we continue our series of blockchain innovations with Synopsis. Today, we have our first panel discussions with the experts in the field of trading. We have colleagues from Bitsgap, Bitget, and 1x. I believe that today's discussion is interesting to literally everyone in the industry because it comes to trading and a little, not a little bit, mostly about AI trading and how the bots make our life easier. Let me give the word to our speakers for a brief introduction. And ladies first, I think. Let's start with Serafima. Serafima, how are you today?
Hello, hi everyone. Very nice to meet you all. Well, thank you for having me here today and introducing me as a trading expert. That's a real pleasure. Myself, I'm a Chief Operating Officer at 1x, the trading board and terminal with groundbreaking set of trading tools. I've been in Web3 and crypto for over 7 years now, and always been managing operations of startups, driving solutions forward. With heavy focus on fintech and trading solutions. I've been working with exchanges, trading instruments, terminals, and so on. So very happy to be here today and share my expertise and hopefully useful knowledge with our audience.
Thanks. Ed?
Yeah, hi everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. So my name is Eduard. I'm currently the regional marketing lead at Bitget Exchange. So a couple of words about Bitget. It's an exchange that was established in 2018. So currently Bitget is the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange. So and Web3 company. It's more than just exchange, but it's also a whole ecosystem. So with more than 25 million users in 100 plus different countries and regions. So yeah, happy to meet you all. Hopefully it will be like productive discussion. Thank you.
No doubt it will be so. Thank you. And Ervin?
Hi everyone, I'm Ervin from Bitsgap. I'm head of customer support. Bitsgap is a trading terminal that you will use as a one place where you can manage all your crypto assets, manage all your crypto exchanges, launch your automations, maybe go with some advanced tools for manual trading. I've been in the crypto. I don't actually remember when it started, but perhaps maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And with Bitsgap, I'm currently taking my 6th year. So yeah, thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited and looking forward to our discussion.
Perfect. Thank you, Ervin. So guys, you can see the person who is in charge of happiness of Bitsgap customers. So let's start our discussion, and to warm up, let's just speak about the general, your view of the current industry status, which major trends we have now, whatever you have, you want to share with the audience, and let's keep it up with you, Ervin. What are thoughts of the current state of the market?
Well, the current market is a quite interesting one because I don't remember that we ever had such a rapid bull run in the period of pre-halving. Usually it's either maybe a week before or a month later. So it was very surprising for us, to be honest, that the Bitcoin has just hit another all-time high. And currently the market is in kind of in a questionable position. It's taking a flat, how do you call it? Like the market becomes flat, and right now no one knows where it will go. Someone tells that, well, it will go down. Someone tells that, well, it's going to go up even maybe a day before the halving, or maybe a couple of months after the halving. I strongly believe that the current state of the market is one of the best to actually join to, because you won't be in such position where you buy or sell your Bitcoin and it will, go either up or down the next day. You can definitely see the perfect line of support and resistance where you can, either buy the Bitcoin cheap or sell it at a very high price. So I think that in the future days we will receive more clear picture of where it's going to go. Yeah, this is how I would describe the current situation. But long story short, it's still unknown.
Yeah, as always, the honest truth is that the graph will go to the right. Okay, colleagues, do you have anything to add, Serafima?
Well, I absolutely agree with that here, that this is the perfect entry point for the market, because the only thing we can be sure in is the upcoming volatility. And either you play long or short, this is the time sort of to kick off the game. Regarding the predictions from, say, big players, for example, Partner Capital, they predicted 3 outcomes before previous halvings. And they say that we are at the very beginning of the 4th huge bull run, which means that the current spike that happened is just the beginning. And their projection is that Bitcoin will reach 150K within 18 to 24 months. We can see other many positive projections in a significant tripling of the price from, say, JP Morgan, but also other experts who think completely differently. We always rely on these projections just from sort of big players. Might not be in my personal opinion, might not be the most safe way to go, because sometimes we can see that these huge experts with their opinions that do have a weight in the market might want to manipulate the price by just even publishing those projections.
Perfect. Eduard?
Yeah, just a couple of words. Yeah, I fully agree with you guys. So for now, the market is very unpredictable, I guess, of course, as it's always been. But for now, I can say that situation is like special, because for now there are many different potential drivers for growth and for the dump at the same time. So speaking about like growth drivers, the recent adoption of Bitcoin ETFs, which allows for different funds directly to invest into Bitcoin, like Bitcoin halving upcoming, also big news. Also, I would say that over the past 2 years, the market has been like bearish or stagnant, I would say, and we haven't seen like growth for a long time, actually. To summarize, all these like factors are one way or like another growth drivers of the market. But at the same time, there are also opposite factors. So the difficulties of many like exchanges. For example, I guess just the day before yesterday, there was like quite negative news about one big exchange. And of course, for the market, this could be a driver for the dump. So these are ongoing discussions regarding other big exchanges, considering that centralized exchanges are still one of the biggest players of the market. These factors can be considered like as factors of the dump. So to summarize, the market is quite unpredictable. So and for now, it's impossible to say how long the growth will last. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. It's great to see that you guys all agree with each other, although it's all about uncertainty, but still. Okay, so it's impossible not to mention the current bullish trend, and let's speak a bit about it. Let's continue with you, Eduard. What's your opinion on how long will the bullish trend last? And of course, how can traders and investors make profits out of it?
Yeah, sure. So as I just mentioned, the market is like very unpredictable right now. And at the moment, like my own opinion is that it's impossible to say how long the growth will last. However, speaking of how to make different profits, how to earn on this market, I would say that it's obvious to deep dive into different products. Here I would divide into different categories depending on the risk ratio profit and depending on the level of participation of the user. So for example, different passive tools, like there are savings products with stable coins. Some exchanges offers like bigger rewards, some of them offers less rewards level, but there is a usually fixed percentage, and the strategy is relatively low risk level. Considering the topic like of our discussion, I guess we'll discuss it more, is related to the automation of trading, and it would be probably worth saying that this type of trading should also be studied in order to make potential different profits on the market. But we should always keep in mind the risks because, as I mentioned, the market right now is like very high volatility. So, and the golden rule of the market says that with any like different settings, there is always a risk of losing everything. So, and you should not forget about it. From my perspective, that's it.
Risk management is everything.
Thank you. Yes.
Serafima?
Exactly.
Hello. Yes, I'm nodding away here to what Edward is saying, and the current bull run will definitely continue until the halving. What happens afterwards isn't clear. Halving is coming in April, and we can see different forecasts from various experts. However, this time halving occurs under the circumstances of the ETF, which was not in the case before. And for example, if we draw a parallel with gold, with the value of the gold, we can see that it's doubled its value in 3 years following the introduction of the ETFs. Nevertheless, of course, it's very sparse comparison of crypto assets and gold due to, well, crypto market is more volatile and more reactive to different changes, introduction of new technology, AI, and sort of trends that constantly change the direction and the narrative of crypto industry. But also we should not forget about the regulatory actions that happens all over the world. We've seen new regulations in Europe for cashing out from crypto, and it means that we can't really expect it going on for a long time. And my personal opinion, I wouldn't say that this year we would see doubling of the current price, but nevertheless, I believe that slow upward trend will continue till the end of the year.
Yeah, thank you. Ervin?
Yeah, I have a very interesting position here. I believe that Bitcoin was never in the bearish trend. If we take a big picture, you can see that it started from, I don't know, a couple of cents, and now it's 70K worth value. So if you are a long-term investor, right, then you are always winning because Bitcoin will just, go up and up and up. It's just a matter of fact that there will be some corrections to the price, to reduce the impact of the momentum, to fix some profits, right? Just to dump some Bitcoin onto the market. This is actually a perfect opportunity when the bearish trend starts. You can actually see the bottom of it and where you can buy a Bitcoin with a discounted price for a future growth. The question is when to exit your trade or where to fix your profit. Well, it depends on your personal goal. If you want to, like buy some apartment or a very expensive car or a yacht, then, well, you need to keep it like for as long as possible. If you want to make a quick cash, then you need to, see the graph on a 1 month basis and check where are the cheapest point of Bitcoin that you can buy and where is the all-time high for this exact month. So I believe that Bitcoin is will be always in a bullish trend, right? But you need to be prepared that sometimes there will be a moment when it will just, go down because of the nature of the market, right? So it cannot grow exponentially like every day, which is obvious. Regarding the ETF and comparison to a gold, yes, I totally agree. This is something new for the market, and these two things, the halving and the ETF, may either compensate each other, or they can, join the force and push the Bitcoin up to the moon, as the industry says. Regarding the miner situation, I believe that with the low supply and the high demand, we can expect that the price will even go up, right? Because all the miners, they receive less reward, and of course they want to be compensated. So what they will do, they will hold on their Bitcoin, wait for the better price to actually cover all the cost, electricity and the maintenance, and then when the price is right, they will sell it. So I believe if the people will start holding Bitcoin, the price will go naturally go up. And since we have a new all-time high, the interest in some Google searches and in advertisements is increasing, and more people are actually joining. The ones who forgot about the crypto after the painful lesson, and the ones who never heard about the crypto, or they heard but they were hesitant to join. Right now, I would say, comparing to what was 8 years ago, right now the entry to the crypto is way easier than it was before. Of course, you need to pass the KYC on most of the exchanges, but it becomes our normal way of life, that if you either register for any service, you need to pass the KYC check. I mean, even on the Amazon, if you want to become a seller, you need to pass the KYC. Before, they didn't have this kind of condition in order to become a seller. Right now, KYC is everywhere, and the verification is another part of the business. And what I'm trying to say, that right now it's easier to become a trader. Now it's really available to all people of all budgets to make any money, or to start investing in crypto. But I wouldn't invest all I have in crypto. Crypto is one of my product that I'm investing, and I would say that in my total portfolio, crypto takes only maybe 40% of it. The rest is focused on other stocks, like very long-term investment, but crypto yields the most right now.
Perfect. Thank you. Very detailed. I like the idea where we live in a permanent bullish trend. And I also like the question of where to exit. It's, I think, the thing that is ignored by many traders, because everyone is thinking about whether it's not too late to enter the market, but don't care about when to exit. And for the strategy, for those who is not going to wait long to buy their yacht or something else, let's see if it is possible to make the process faster. And let's dive deeper into our discussion main topic. So, Serafima, could you share your vision of the role of automatization of trading in the crypto market?
Yes, sure. Well, thank you. Automation of trading is something that makes us make better decisions. Basically, we are, as a trader, and especially as a beginner trader, we tend to believe that there are a certain set of rules that if we follow, we will reach success, and we can build certain strategies. Especially the market is flooded now with lots of influencers on, say, TikTok and Instagram who might want to sell you their crash course for $10 in an hour that will apparently teach you how to trade. Nevertheless, however experienced, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, doesn't matter your level of understanding of trade and mathematics behind it, we all tend to make emotional decisions. And this leads to us losing money. Emotional decisions are not always well weighted. They can be pushed by certain news or something. And automation is something that makes our trading cold-headed, makes us manage our risks, and takes out the intuition and kind of humane part out of it, which is quite necessary if we're talking about money making.
Thank you. Yeah, emotional decisions sooner or later become dramatic for many people. Eduard?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, sorry, it wasn't me, right?
Yeah, no, it was you.
It's me. Okay, sorry. So speaking of like trading automation in the cryptocurrency market, yeah, first of all, it's definitely worth saying that for now in the market there are different bots. So there are like bots for doing scalping strategy on the market, like different like DeFi protocols and on the exchanges as well, now gaining popularity, different investment bots that allows to automate different investment strategies. For example, like one of the most popular investment bot is CDA strategy that allows to purchase different kind of cryptocurrency, like for example, like once a month, or maybe like on a bi-weekly basis, etc. Also arbitration bots that allows to transfer crypto between different exchanges, and grid bots that allows users to automatically buy and sell assets, and so on. So there are like many different, you can actually for now, with the current different software solutions, you can automate everything you can, like including trading, including different investment stuff, etc. So from my point of view, it significantly saves time and allows users to test different strategies. For example, I had the pleasure to try different bots before, including Bitsgap. So many order types, some of them cannot be found on the exchange. It's very useful. And speaking of like what is the rule of automation, first of all, it allows traders to react to market sentiments much faster than manual trading. So trading robots can like instantly analyze like big amount of different kind of data, so making quick decision possible. So, and actually automated trading eliminates emotional errors, as it's been mentioned before, so associated with the human factor. So of course, like when it comes to manual trading, traders may be the subject of to emotional stress, so which can lead to irrational decisions in case of like manual trading, yeah, as I mentioned. So trading robots, like not only robots, but automation in case of trading work based on specific algorithms, so without the influence of emotions, for sure. But I would like to say one thing, like it's always important to do your own research, and it's always important to remember that one day like your like automation solution, automation tool may not be effective, even if it's been like very effective and delivered outstanding results before, like for a long time. So so trading bots, for example, like or other solutions cannot guarantee different results and profits in the future. So it's always like worth doing own research. Yeah, thank you. so much.
Yeah, thank you. You really touch even my next question, but still, and Ervin, what do you think on the role of automated functions and stuff?
Well, I can fill up all the time we have speaking about automation, but I will keep it short as possible. So basically, yes, automated trading. It becomes a thing around 4 years ago when we and other companies started to actually automate all your trading strategies. It started with a grid bot. It went to DCA. Now we have a combination of DCA and grid bot. But one thing that I would like to highlight about automated trading is that this is the quality of life, basically, right? From my personal experience, I've been trading manually for maybe 3 or 4 months in a row, every day on 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour time frames. And what takeaways I can give you? First of all, if you have a strong discipline, if you have a strong background, understanding the market, if you can multitask, right? This will, like manual trading, will yield you more than any automated strategy. Why? Because you can see different perspectives of the market, right? Automated trading means that, well, you have a set of rules that your bot needs to follow in order to execute your strategy. But you, as a human being, you can see different pictures. You can check many indicators, like maybe 50 indicators at the time. You can see candles patterns. You can check the news and then make your own decision. You can follow your discipline. Sometimes you can make a very risky decision if your heart feels like in the following minute, the price will go up. So I will open a long position with a 50 times leverage. Why not? Right? And you can win or you can lose it all. And sometimes you as a human, you can take this risky decisions and be rewarded or be failed miserably by it, but still it's a lesson. And after these 4 months of perfect following my discipline and earning more than any automated strategy, I decide to actually use automated strategy. Why? Because it's been taking a lot of my time. I mean, the cryptocurrency market, comparing to the classical stock and ETF and currency market, it works 24/7. I mean, you have no time offs. You have no time to do your homework. It's an ongoing market. You need to trade like every minute, every hour, or maybe in some specific time frame, right? Anything can happen in a very second. And it's very exhausting for a human being to actually, look at all these charts, analyze a lot of data. So I decide for myself that I will sacrifice some of my, like cash flow towards the automated trading. So I will just automate my strategy. I was actually trading on the grid, but manually. And sometimes I was trading DC if I see that my position, okay, it's actually in the minus, but I would like to average it. So it was like a combination of two, grid and DCA. I was doing it manually. Now with Bitsgap and any other products out there, you can automate it. Yes, you will earn less, but at least you will have a peace of mind that everything is, as I said, disciplined, structured. Everything works as you set it up. And while it's working, you can, I don't know, sell your consultation, find a second job. If the trading is your first job, you can, I don't know, launch your mini startup. Basically, you can increase your own personal cash flow, or I don't know, play a new game on PlayStation 5. Why not? It's still something. If it's something that you are after, like have a peace of mind, then it will bring like the peace of mind is worth more than any money that you can get. There is no rush in that, and the automated crypto trading will be your passive income that you just launched it and you receive a yield of it. So this is my basically take away from the automated trading.
Thank you. Very interesting view. Yeah, I would not even say that you sacrifice your cash flow when you go for automated trading, because you can reinvest your time in whatever you want. You can make
yes.
You can have a rest, whatever. We are all human beings, and it's essential to have a rest, not to be exhausted in the long term, of course. Thank you. So, since we already mentioned different trading bots, I would like to ask you how a newbie in the market should choose a trading bot, and what's the basic, at least basic difference between them. And let's continue with you, Ervin.
So there are two aspects of it. If you are absolute newbie and you don't want to learn about all the patterns, all the trading definition, and so on and so forth, you can use any service that provides either a copy trading or a suggested strategies to start with, right? But if you are a newbie and you understand, well, I'm just going to follow these recommendations, don't make any changes, right? So you pick the strategy as it is, you launch it, and give it some time. Don't expect that you will receive a return in the very next minute, right? Sometimes it can either go down. I mean, just give it a time, give an opportunity to a bot to accumulate some returns to compensate either price change of the trading part that you're trading, or just start accumulating profit and reinvesting back to itself. So for a newbie, like if you don't want to study in like very complicated things, follow any trader, pick any suggested strategist. I believe many services provide some easy getting started strategies for new users, and just be patient about it. Give it a time, and don't change anything in the provided strategy. Otherwise, you will screw it up, basically. If you are an absolute newbie that would like to learn more about how the trading works, then I would suggest to start practicing in demo mode, make mistakes there instead of using your real funds. Learn by mistakes. As a newbie, you will make a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of mistakes. I think I have received maybe around 40 emails about the liquidation when I was just learning how futures works. And it's absolutely normal. Yes, it's a pain lesson, but that's absolutely normal. This is the cost of learning, basically. But if any service provider has a demo mode, I wouldn't say who exactly. Maybe you can check it later. You can actually learn either spot or futures trading up there, like in an absolutely safe mode, and make all these mistakes there. And at the same time, you can pick any suggested strategy and launch it as your passive income. Start with small, and then you see, and then increase the investment. I don't know, maybe every week or every month. So you just learn all the ropes, and then start heavily investing in the cryptocurrency trading, especially in automated trading. So basically, for a newbie, learn in the safest environment, preferably demo mode. Watch some free of charge courses. No need to buy a very expensive courses that will teach you how to trade perfectly. Nobody knows how to do that. And then don't afraid to make mistakes, and also create your own discipline. And remember the rule in the West: what you can offer to lose, and it will be easier for you to accept any losses.
Yeah, I like that so many basic rules are being mentioned during today's discussion, and that's really important, guys. If you are a newbie, just don't forget about it. And Eduard, what do you think?
Yeah. I fully agree with Ervin. I guess he gave very useful advices, especially for newbies. like educational part is like very important. So I like just wanted to say that, yeah, if you are a newbie and you're not aware of like trading bots, of like automation strategies with like crypto market in general, first of all, I would advise not to rush with decisions, especially like with your investments at all. So if it's like bot selection, so better to spend time on the educational part. I mentioned there are like for now there are many different kinds of different bots like that allows to make different strategies on the market, like after investing bots like spot, futures, arbitrage, grid trading, etc. So many of them. So I would suggest to like deep dive into different bots, how they work, what is the like the nature of it, what it's like, what are the like benefits of using them, or like or like or risks when using them. So speaking of different like resources, I can recommend like different academy resources. For example, like at Bitget, there is a Bitget Academy with a lot of different educational articles. They are localized into different languages, and they are all for free. So there are many educational webinars on YouTube where people explained like how to use the bots, explaining basics of different software solutions. I guess like on Bitsgap, I know that you guys have a YouTube channel, for example, with educational stuff. I guess other bots also have this. I agree. It's worth try copy trading. But I would say it's better check results, not just but better check results first of specific trader. So for example, on Bitget, when you are using copy trading, you can subscribe to a trader to check his trades and maybe analyze them. So of course it's worth try demo version. I guess many terminals providing demo like tools for demo trading. Also, I would say that maybe like if you are like if you're a beginner, maybe it's also worth trying different kind of DCA bots. I guess they could be quite easy for understanding. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Serafima.
Well, I believe my colleagues covered it all here, and I agree with the advice for the new trader. I just want to add here that there are bots are usually created for, they cover all market conditions and help you to navigate if the market is bull, bear, or flat. Bots can be selected for those market conditions, or there are, for example, some users believe that the grid bot is simpler because it's harder to identify a trend than to operate in a market that ranges between support and resistance lines. So yes, DCA bots and grid bots are very popular, but I believe that, as Ervin correctly mentioned, if you are new to it, don't try to set up the settings automatically, because usually the providers of those bots, the services like Bitsgap and 1x, there is a mathematical background of the people who build those, and it's worth trusting that expertise and those pre-built algorithms if you don't understand it yourself. This is basically why you come to automation, to use the pre-built mathematical strategy been done by professionals.
Perfect. Sounds great. So, okay, let's continue with you, Serafima, since previously the colleagues covered most of the question. And here I wanted to ask about the strategies on the bullish market, but I think it was described detailed, and I think we can skip it. And I would like to ask your opinion on how the trading bots help to hedge the risks on the market.
I would pass this question to Ervin first. I think he would be the best to kick off the discussion.
Yeah. How the trading bots hedge risks on the market. I would say, like from my personal experience and what I have noticed from our traders, they combine their manual trading with the automated trading. And sometimes I've seen a combination when they open a long position for, a short position on the futures for Bitcoin, and then they buy a Bitcoin on their spot market. So they're basically, what they were doing, as the price goes down, they earn some money because of it, because they bid for the right direction. And then they use this money to buy just a plain Bitcoin, because on futures you just use a collateral, which is your USDT or USDC or fiat money. And all these earnings, they just going to buy a crypto. Same can be applied for cryptocurrency trading. Like you have some Bitcoin and you would like to earn more Bitcoin, right? You can either sell high, buy low, even more, or if you see the flat market, you can use the grid bot to generate some passive income for you, and you utilize this passive income in buying more crypto or investing in savings and so on and so forth. So basically, automated trading helps you to in the moments of uncertainty, right? If we talk about the grid bot, for especially when you don't know where the price will go, either up or down, but you want to earn something from the market and not miss out any opportunities, and then reinvest all the profit into either crypto or save it as your safe funds to buy the crypto when the price goes down. Also, the automated trading can be one of your tools, like one of your tools in portfolio on how you earn money from crypto. Because I would say, like, for instance, you can allocate 30% of your funds in crypto in automated trading, then maybe 20% in long or short position on the futures exchange, then half of it in just like some earning programs, or buy NFTs and wait for any buyer to buy on the price you want to sell it. So basically, automated trading can be used as one of the tools in cryptocurrency trading.
Thank you.
Something like that, yeah.
Wants to continue to add something? Eduard?
Yeah, actually, like, I guess everything was covered. So I would just add that trading bots, when you are using them, they help to hedge risks by providing the opportunity to use different types of like stop orders and other order types that allows to mitigate some risks with losing funds. Also, it's worth mentioning about different averaging tactics when the bot automatically purchases assets with a given step for averaging during a fall or during an increase in case of short positions, for example. Yeah, it's definitely worth to deep dive into them. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Serafima?
Well, I guess I agree here with my colleagues, and in general, opening like automating of trading and opening different positions makes you hedge your risks. I don't know. I think everything has been said. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're moving on to the next question, which is quite complex. So let's see who would like to start with it. And I would like to ask you how artificial intelligence helps to make forecasts on the market. How accurate these forecasts are, and how the bots might be adapted for working with AI. Would like to start?
I can I can say a couple of words about the advantages of AI bots. Of course, why the overall topic of AI, not only in crypto trading, but also in other industries, is gaining popularity. It's different solutions, etc. So and also at Bitget, there are recently have been added several different new AI based bots. So I can say about a couple of advantages of using them. So first of all, it's fast and easy configuration to make using professional trading bots easier for understanding. So second point is that it has higher reliability based on historical market data compared with recommendations generated by traditional systems. Also when it comes to AI bots, there is at Bitget, for example, there is also account for different investment preferences. For example, Bitget offers 3 different types of AI bots for different portfolios and risks. So you can users can select different strategies, for example, conservative, balanced, and aggressive. So yeah, I would say that's it from my side. Thank you.
Serafima, your thoughts on the role of AI?
Absolutely, it's super critical, and probably as every trader, experienced or not, we always think, okay, what will happen then? Why haven't I thought about it earlier? And this is where AI with its predictive mechanism comes. And I believe that the biggest impact of AI will be actually in the prediction sense of it, or describing a market sentiment as well. It can scrape a big amount of data and show you the comprehensive analysis of the market state. For example, with AI News, we have released a product that provides you a feed offering a real-time news analysis. Basically, this product aggregates unique news from global media, presenting concise information in 2 sentences. It has a screener of different coins that allows you to examine the market. It has market sentiment indicators. It has AI assistant built in that you can talk to and ask his opinion. But nevertheless, let's remember that we are at the very beginning of the industry development, and we should not rely on assistants, solely predicting us certain things or making investment decisions for us. And also one of other tools that where AI sort of helps to build the narrative is and what we have developed in 1x is the indicators of predicted volatility of the market dynamics. So it basically shows you the energy of the market and enables you to, with these analytical tools, it enables you to find the perfect entry movement or to predict the market movements before it begins. I believe such applications will get further and further development, and we will see more and more tools like this coming out. Probably will be later integrated in exchanges and so on, but right now you can try it with 1x. Thank you.
Thank you. Ervin, something to add here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical about the whole AI industry. Don't get me wrong. I personally use AI instead of Google because, well, with Google you need to click and go through all the links, while AI can, just give you a summary. Why I'm skeptical is because you need to really take care of your AI algorithm and set up it correctly, right? For the end users, it could be you need to specify an exact, send an exact prompt of what you are trying to achieve. Otherwise, it will just give you some generic information. Why I'm also skeptical about AI is that yes, it can, it won't predict you anything, right? It will just give you the most possible outcome based on the current data. Because anyone who has enough volumes can change the market today or tomorrow, and not a single AI can predict that, right? What will happen in the human head when he just sell all his Bitcoin on the exchange, right, and dump the price to the bottom. But in general, AI is your helper. It's not a decision maker. Like you need to use AI practically just to receive an information based on different segments, based on different sources, and get some summary, and then you as a trader make a decision on whether you want to go in that trade or not. The same goes for bots. It should be very accurately set up so no one else can actually use the AI against itself. What I mean, like the algorithm behind the AI, especially for trading, should be a top-notch secret for everyone. And because, well, if the machine is self-learning, right, it will learn some patterns and react to these patterns. And you need to make sure that nobody will understand how this AI was developed in order to, just counterfeit it, this AI, or play against it and get some value out of it. So basically, I believe that some very super secret traders who manipulate the market in the shadow, they will watch closely for AI and looking for breaches that they can make in order to manipulate the market in their favor. So we need to be very practical about it and don't rely solely on the AI and all these algorithms. Still need to keep our head cool and make decision ourselves. But as a helper, AI is a great thing. I mean, even at support, we use AI to analyze all the conversations that we have opened with customers to understand what they're requesting, mostly what their needs, how they satisfied with the service, and how to improve our chatbots or our responses, right? So we identify the mood of the customer, what they're asking about, the other segments. That's how we use AI at Bitsgap in our customer support service, but we're also developing an AI helper that will provide you with the best settings for any bot. And we also want to make sure that you have a choice. Either you want to make a quick cash, like you're interested in a short-term investment or a long-term investment, and what kind of risk are you willing to take? That's what we are trying to build. And you can definitely expect the release of this feature in the near future. Yeah, so we are not against AI, but we still we are taking a position that we need to be practical about it and then understand all the risks associated with using AI.
Perfect, thank you. So the discipline, the research, and the risk management is like a red line going through all our discussion. And continuing with this, what's your idea how safe it is to use the trading bots in general?
In general, well, first of all, you need to find a reliable provider, right? What are the first signs of unreliable provider, right? First of all, they are new, right? You need to watch closely for that. They are not like people who are working there. They're not publicly available. Like you don't know their CEO, and this is or either it's their first company that they open, so there is no background about the owner who started this company. Next thing is that they don't ask any money upfront, like they don't have any subscription fee, or they are not using a profit sharing system. They are just free to use because they want to be a good guys and help you. Well, that's a red flag for me, because even if you restrict the withdrawal option on your API key, there is still a ways to actually soak up your account. through the intra trading. I know that many exchanges have developer protection for it, and at Bitsgap we have developed the same protection on our side, so it's not possible just do this withdraw all your funds through the trading, but still you need to be careful about these services. Secondly, yes, trading bots, they're absolutely safe to use. Speaking from my own experience, however, sometimes exchanges may have delays. Service providers may have delays or maybe lags. Especially whenever Bitcoin is rapidly going up or down, there is usually a high load on both servers, on the trading platform and on the exchange. And in this situation, some of the API keys, they may disconnect for any technical reason, or maybe some orders, they will not go through. This is absolutely fine. I mean, this is just a normal service outage, and you need to be ready for that sometimes it may happen. Exception this trend. I don't know why. Many exchanges have developed a very sustainable infrastructure, or it's just a luck. But during this bullish trend, we never we haven't received any service outage problems. Like everything was just perfect. But yeah, in the past we had a lot of problems associated with service outage. But yeah, this trend is something new even for us. Not a single service outage on the exchange side or on our side. So everything went just perfect.
Thank you. Eduard?
Yeah, thank you. You're like a rock star today, Ervin, because sharing many good things related to using bots. And speaking of the question, how safe is it to use trading bots? Actually, I would say that it's a very good question. It is always worth remembering the risks associated with using different products, not only bots actually. First of all, I would say that you need to follow basic rules, and it can be applied to all projects evaluation in crypto sphere, and not only exchanges and other solutions, and of course including bots. As it's been already mentioned, it's definitely worth analyzing the team who are the creators of specific bot, check for feedback, how they work with community, how do they provide support, and if they have support line at all. And speaking of some basic advices, I would say that if you follow basic rules, don't share your passwords or or emails with anyone, implement 2FA on all accounts, ensure that different bots protocols are robust, it can be quite safe to use bots. And of course, I would remind you to always do your own research on the specific bot. If we are talking about different third-party software such as brokerage solutions that connects to big exchanges, then you need to share, if you would like to start using them, you need to share API keys, which are safe to share to some extent, but it depends on the permissions associated with them. So in case the bot asks to provide withdrawal permission, it's definitely big risk for it. It's not safe to use such bot, I would say. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Edward. I will add up to everything that my colleague said here. Absolutely correct. I wouldn't say that securing your funds and protecting API keys and connection, this is one point. But if we're talking about the bot itself, I believe a bot is only as good as the strategy it employs. Basically, a flawed strategy can lead to misguided trading operations, potentially resulting in a loss rather than a profit. it's kind of like setting an inaccurate map, but nevertheless, I believe that current providers on the market, they from leaders of the industry, all the strategies are good, and the biggest risk that you kind of taken with them, in my opinion, is if you start intervening with the bot without really understanding the state of the market and what conditions you are setting up, you're just risking not making bigger than you could have, But I believe that loss mechanisms are very well integrated in the current bot solutions. So this is relatively safe. Using automated traded bots in general is like low risk, low yield strategy, I would say.
Thank you. So I have two questions here, but I believe that they were fully covered during the discussion. So I think I can skip it and move on to one thing which was mentioned by Ervin previously. He said that there might be delays in the work of service providers or exchanges. So I would like to ask on what the results of using trading bots depend. So does it depend on the exchange, first of all, or what is the key for successful trading with bots?
Right. The key here is your settings and your patience, basically. As was mentioned perfectly previously, the trading your strategy, your setup for the bot will be the most contributing factor here. If you following copy trading and you see that, well, the author of this strategy set the leverage as 7 times, don't change it. Like, no need to decrease it, especially increase it. That was my first mistake when I started to, follow the copy trading, especially for futures. I've seen like plus 200% in a week on the leverage 2 times. So what I did, and I increased it to 10 times and in 5 minutes, I just lost all my money because that particular strategy was developed for these exact settings. Don't change it if you don't understand what's going on, right? So setting up your bot correctly, following the right traders, this could be a major factor in the successful automated trading. Also, like your patience, the amount you want to invest, right? If you want to invest just I don't know, a couple of bucks, don't expect that the next day you will become a millionaire, right? It's going to be a very long journey. If you invest something like 10,000, well, you are very exposed to risk, right? So you need to add some like risk protections, such as stop loss, take profit, just to exit the trade early and don't be too greedy. And also have a plan. Like, I mean, really, the plan, just a regular common life plan. Like, how much do you really want to earn from crypto? What is your target for this year? Are you going to make a 1 million from 10K? Well, then you have to work your off to make it. Or if it's a more realistic, like, okay, I want to double it within a year, then stick to the plan. Allow yourself some risk. I mean, like, if it goes below by 20%, then I will stop and reconsider my strategy, reconsider my plan. So always have this plan in mind, some target, I don't know, put it on the wall or somewhere, just to keep in mind how much really you want to earn. I think could be applying to any aspect of our life. What do we want from ourselves? Where are we aiming? And also, speaking about the technical part, of course, the exchange, the platform, how the platform can take rapid volatility. If it feels comfortable during the volatility, then it's absolutely normal provider to use. if you notice that, well, there are a lot of errors coming on during the volatility, then maybe you want to find another provider for that, because this one is unreliable due to the constant errors. And also same goes for exchanges. If you see that during the spikes or dumps, you cannot authorize this exchange to make any trade, make any decision, or close your position, then it's also kind of sus for me, right? For the service provider, for us, for Bitsgap, it's very important that exchange can support high frequency trading, because when we run our grid bots or DCA bots, sometimes users can make a very narrow settings that will make a trade every couple of seconds. I mean, like a very short distance between the orders. That's why we will need to send maybe 100, 200 requests within a minute for one user only. And imagine if we have like 20, 30,000 users on that exchange. Well, high frequency trading support is what we are looking for on the exchange side. If they can organize it for us, then we will definitely integrate and provide our service for this exchange. Yeah, I think that's it.
And Serafima, would you share your key for the successful automated trading?
Since we've been sharing our own sort of experiences here, I want to say from my perspective, the advice that I want to give for the automated trading is basically kind of see the bigger picture and understand what it entitles. It is important to leave the strategy without cutting it off as soon as it might show a negative result. Bots can make temporary losses, but if it's stopped, this latent loss turns into a real loss. So it is important to remember that crypto bot is more or less long-term game, and that certain losses is a natural part of the process. So stick to your trading strategy. Don't make impulsive decisions based on short-term market fluctuations.
Thank you. Eduard?
Yeah, so we'll be quick. So setting like key, I guess, one of the most important factors of using the bots, it's definitely like depends on the exchange at some point, but like when it comes to the using of specific bot, I guess one of the most important thing is to like proper setting up a trading bot. And of course, in order to make a good setup of the bot, it's definitely needs time. So better educate by yourself. Some people can, so for example, like some people can offer a setup for money for a specific bot, but there is no, like we should understand, there is no perfect setup, and all the setups are associated with some risks. So it would be really like better if like all users can understand all the basics of bots on themselves. So it's a very important point, I guess, and one of the most like one of the most important point when it comes to like success of its using. For example, I personally tried different grid bots before, and my mistake was related to insufficient bot setup. So educate yourself. For now, there are many educational materials for free. They're all localized. I think the long-term using of the bot depends on the education. So speaking of the exchange, of course, like at some point, as I mentioned, definitely depends, since, for example, the liquidity essentially depends on the exchange, etc. But like when it comes to using, of course, it's not the key factor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear colleagues. We had a pleasant discussion, and before we finish, I would like just to ask each of you to give a quick summary or a brief advice on what you think is the most important thing, some advices for our audience, just in general, what to follow up, how to do it. I like that we discussed the personal experience of each of you mistakes were mentioned and many important basic things. So for now, just to finish it up, just a few words, some important ideas which you would like to put in the mind of our audience. Eduard?
Yeah, I will be quick again. So definitely no financial advices. I mentioned many times about the importance of education, so I would recommend to study the risks associated with using different bots. It actually not only bots, but also like all the products. So learn the basic of trading. So you can find them, for example, on Bitget Academy, and there are a lot of different materials. So, and one general advice, which is like very important right now. So diversify your portfolio. So don't keep everything on one exchange or one wallet. So use different wallets and maybe try using different like bots to find the best strategy for yourself. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Serafima?
My advice is for, well, we spoke about all of it today. Number one, stay level-headed and stick to the plan. As Ervin mentioned, I liked it. Stick a number on your laptop or somewhere to see where you go, and it's important to set the correct expectations. Also, I believe now in this huge variety of the tools on the market, automating tools, copy trading, don't get into something that you don't understand how it works, at least generally. If you don't understand, for example, I don't know, futures market, and don't get into it. Educate yourself and stay cool-headed.
Thank you. Ervin?
I would suggest everyone to try trading manually before rushing into automation. Like, for instance, if you want to create a grid bot, try to place some grids yourself, like with just a regular limit orders. Do it for a week, and then when you launch the grid bot, you will understand the whole value of it, like how much time you save and at the expense of the money that you didn't earn. And you will realize that, okay, I think I'm okay with not earning a couple of bucks, but if this thing is running for me 24/7, I'm okay with that. I'm very satisfied with the outcome. And be patient. I mean, it not only applies to the automated trading, it also applies just, for people who want to hold Bitcoin or trade it manually. Be patient. Patience is the key. Patience is what has rewarded me in the cryptocurrency market many times over. Like, instead of selling something way too early, I just wait for it to hit 70K and then exit the market. Yeah, patience is the key here. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, everyone, dear colleagues, for joining in. It was a real pleasure to be a part of this discussion, at least hosting it. Hope to see you guys soon in our next episodes. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
for the
Thanks. Thanks,
synopsis.
everyone. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.